Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here, welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy 16. And today I want to talk a little bit about some of the characters and also the realms in the world. Recently, the official website has been updated with a few character profiles, giving us a little bit of insight into their backstory. We also have names for them now, and again, it also spoke a little bit about the realms within the world that we'll be exploring. So in the event you haven't seen that, I thought I'd give you guys a quick update. Of course, if you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, to begin with, let's start with the characters. Of course, we've seen them in the gameplay trailer. They look fantastic. I am so incredibly excited for this, especially given that the DMC combat designer is working on this game. Like, combat just looks incredible from what we've seen, and the characters do also look very nice. In fact, we also got a recent look at the new key art for the game, and I'm loving this. This looks very, very nice. Anyway, that to one side. First character is called Clive Rosfield. Now this is rather interesting. Obviously they're taking a slightly different angle this time around. They've got slightly more, I guess you can kind of say, standard names, as opposed to things like Aerith and Tifa and Cloud and fancy names like that. They're kind of going instead with Clive, Joshua and Jill. I can kind of dig it. I mean, at least you're not going to forget them. You're going to know how to pronounce them and spell them. But that to one side, what do you guys think? Do you like the more standard names? Would you have rather they had something that was, potentially more in keeping with the time? Anyway, that to one side, Clive Rosfield is the firstborn son of the Archduke of Rosaria. According to the official website, though everybody expected him to inherit the Phoenix's flames and awaken as its dominant, Destiny instead chose his younger brother, Joshua, to bear this burden. In search for a role of his own, Clive dedicated himself to mastering the blade. His practice pays off when at just 15 years of age, he wins the ducal tournament and is dubbed as the first Shield of Rosaria, tasked to guard the Phoenix and blessed with the ability to wield a part of his fire. Alas, Clive's promising career is to end in tragedy at the hands of the mysterious Dark Archon, Ifrit, setting him on a dangerous road to revenge. Meanwhile, we then have his brother, Joshua Rosfield, who is the second son of the Archduke of Rosaria and Clive's younger brother by 5 years. Joshua awoke as the dominant of the Phoenix soon after his birth, and despite his noble upbringing, Joshua treats all his father's subjects with warmth and affection, none more so than Clive, whom he deeply admires. Joshua often laments that it was he, the frail and bookish younger son, who was granted command of the Firebird's flames, and not his stronger, braver brother. While Clive gladly throws himself into any danger, Joshua quails at the sight of a carrot on his dinner plate. So, he's not exactly the brave warrior. But carrots become the least of his concern when he too is swept up into the tragic events that change Clive's life forever. And then on top of that, we also have Jill Warwick, who was born into the fallen Northern Territories. Jill was taken from her homeland at a tender age to become a ward of Rosaria, securing peace between the two warring nations. The Archduke insisted that she be raised alongside his sons, and now, at 12 years of age, she is as much a part of the Rosfield household as Clive and Joshua. Ever kind, gracious and unassuming, Jill has become a trusted confidant to the brothers. So, those are the characters we know about so far. But what about the world? Well, the world, Valisthea, a land blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. The land of Valisthea is studded with Mother Crystals, glittering mountains of crystal that tower over the realms around them, blessing them with ether. For generations, people have flocked to these beacons to take advantage of their blessing, using the ether to conjure magics that let them live lives of comfort and plenty. Great powers have grown up around each Mother Crystal, and an uneasy peace has long reigned between them. Yet now, the peace falters as the spread of the Blight threatens to destroy their dominions. Within Valisthea, you also have Archons and their dominants. The Archons are the most powerful and deadly creatures in Valisthea. Each resides within a dominant, a single man or woman who is blessed with the ability to call upon their dread power. In some nations, these dominants are treated as royalty, in admiration of their strength, and in others they are bound in fear of it, and forced to serve as a weapon of war. Those who are born as dominants cannot escape their fate, however cruel it may be. Now when we take a look at the realms of Valisthea, of course some of the places we'll be exploring, there are 6 main realms worth talking about. You have the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Long ago, a group of small independent provinces in western Valisthea found strength in unity and formed the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. After years of relative prosperity, the duchy now finds itself threatened by the spread of the Blight, a threat that, left unchecked, would doubtless usher the realm to ruin. Rosaria draws its ether from Drake's Breath, a mother crystal situated on the volcanic island off the coast. The dominant of the Phoenix, Archon of Fire, is enthroned as the Archduke when they come of age. You then have the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. Sanbreque is the largest theocratic force in Valisthea. The Empire's holy capital, Oriflame, is built around Drake's head, the mother crystal that blesses the surrounding provinces with abundant ether. People happily take advantage of this, living in comfort and security under the watchful gaze of the Holy Emperor, whom they worship as the living incarnation of the one true deity, the dominant of Redacted. This is blanked out on the website, so obviously this is stuff they'll speak about at a later date. But the Redacted serves as the Empire's champion, taking to the field in times of war to root its enemies. You then have the Kingdom of Waloed. Waloed claims the entirety of the Ash, the eastern half of Valisthea, as its dominion. The kingdom's control of the continent has oft been tested by the Orcs and other beastmen who make it their home, but the current ruler of the realm, the dominant of another Redacted, has succeeded in quelling their rebellions. Using the power of the kingdom's mother crystal, Drake's Spine, this new king has built up a mighty army, with which he now seeks to test the borders of his neighbours. Beyond that, we then have the Dhalmekian Republic. The Dhalmekian Republic is made up of 5 states, from which the members of its ruling parliament are drawn. Its mother crystal, Drake's Fang, is half hidden in the heart of a mountain range, the Republic's control over it and its ether securing the obedience of the large part of southern Valisthea. The dominant of Titan, Acon of Earth, is installed as a special advisor to Parliament and has a significant say in its decision making. You then have the Iron Kingdom, which just sounds cool, and their banner looks incredibly awesome. This is a small group of islands off the coast of Storm, the western half of Valisthea's twin realms. Here, the Crystalline Orthodox, an extreme faith that worships crystals, reigns supreme. The Iron Kingdom controls Drake's Breath, the mother crystal that sits at the heart of one of their islands, long a source of contention with neighbouring Rosaria. Isolated and aloof from the mainland nations, the Ironblood speak their own language. Orthodox doctrine judges dominance to be unholy abominations, and any unlucky enough to be born on the islands are executed. And then finally you have the Crystalline Dominion. The Crystalline Dominion sits at the heart of Valisthea, built around the tallest of all the mother crystals, Drake's Tail. Many bloody battles were fought for control of this small plot of land due to its strategic importance, till the warring realms finally agreed to an armistice. As part of the peace treaty, the islands around Drake's Tail became an autonomous dominion led by a council of representatives from the surrounding nations, each realm enjoying equal claim to the Mother Crystal's blessing. No dominant makes their home here. And that, my friends, is all we have right now. That's a little rundown on the realms, the world of Valisthea, and the current characters that we have so far. So, hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to keep it locked because as we do gradually find out more about this game, it's going to be slow because, it's not going to be out for a little while, but either way, as and when we find out more information, I'll keep you guys up to date. So for the time being, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the HyperX Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there if you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with. It's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.